Frozen secrets. The town of Frosthaven prided itself on its tranquil winters. Nestled in a snowy valley, its crown jewel was Lake Crystal, a pristine body of water that froze over every winter. But this spring, as the ice began to thaw, it unveiled a chilling secret. It was a boy, no older than 16, preserved beneath the ice like a macabre snow globe. His pale face, twisted in terror, stared upward, as if begging for justice. Sheriff Eleanor Vance had seen her fair share of grim sights in her 20 years on the force, but this was different. She stood at the edge of the lake, the breeze carrying the faint scent of pine and decay. "When was he found?" she asked, not taking her eyes off the boy. "A couple of hikers spotted him early this morning," Deputy Harris replied. His face was ashen, his breath forming small clouds in the cold air. "The ice is melting fast. The body must have been trapped since winter." "Any missing persons matching his description?" Harris nodded. "Thomas Grayson, reported missing last November. His parents thought he ran away." Eleanor's stomach sank. She remembered the case. A quiet kid, an honor student with no history of trouble. The idea that he'd simply run off had never sat right with her. By midday, the boy's body was extracted from the icy grip of the lake. The medical examiner, Dr. Linda Connors, crouched beside him as the team worked. "Preliminary exam suggests blunt force trauma to the back of the head," Linda said, her gloved hands steady despite the grim task. "He didn't fall through the ice. He was put there." Elena's jaw tightened. Murder. The serene facade of Frosthaven had been shattered. Interviews with Thomas's family and friends painted a picture of a boy who'd been well-liked but quiet. His parents mentioned a recent shift in behavior. He'd grown withdrawn in the weeks before his disappearance. They attributed it to the pressures of school. A breakthrough came when Elena reviewed Thomas's text messages. One stood out, a conversation with an unknown number. The messages were cryptic, full of warnings and veiled threats. "Don't tell anyone what you saw." It took time, but the number was traced to Ethan Ward, a 20-year-old who'd left town shortly after Thomas's disappearance. A search of Ethan's abandoned cabin yielded further evidence, a blood-stained rock and a notebook detailing Thomas's comings and goings. Ethan was tracked down in a neighboring state and brought in for questioning. Under pressure, he confessed. Thomas had stumbled upon Ethan's illegal poaching operation near the lake. Afraid the boy would report him, Ethan panicked. The confrontation turned violent, and Ethan left Thomas unconscious by the lake, assuming he'd recover and leave. But when Thomas didn't move, Ethan realized the truth too late. "I didn't mean to kill him," Ethan said, his voice shaking. "I thought he'd be fine. I didn't know what to do." The confession brought closure to Thomas's family, but Frosthaven's innocence was forever marred. The lake, once a symbol of serenity, now carried whispers of sorrow. Sheriff Eleanor Vance stood by its edge one last time, watching as the ice melted completely, revealing the cold depths beneath. Frozen secrets don't stay hidden forever.